Welcome. Ready for simple, visual accounting? Hit subscribe and let's go. Let's start from the concept of trial balance.
Trial balance is simply a list of all the accounts in the general ledger, showing together the ending balances of these accounts. It is organized into two columns. One column is for debits, and another column is for credits.
The purpose of a trial balance is very simple. It helps us check whether the total debits equal the total credits after all transactions have been posted to the general ledger.
Even if the trial balance shows that debits equal credits, errors can still be present. Why? Because the trial balance only checks the math, not the correctness of the transactions. If an account was posted to the wrong side, or with the wrong amount, or even to the wrong account entirely, the debits and credits may still balance, but the information is incorrect.
Here you can see trial balance layout. In the first column there is a list of all general ledger accounts. In the second column, there are balances of those accounts from general ledger, which have debit balance. In the third column, there are balances of those accounts from general ledger, which have credit balance. When we prepare a trial balance, the most important rule is that the total debits must equal the total credits.
Here we have a trial balance where the total debits and credits are equal. Both sides show $79,500. At first glance, everything seems fine. Let's take a closer look. What is wrong here? Cash and accounts receivable are listed on the credit side, even though both are asset accounts and should normally have debit balances.
Revenue appears on the debit side, even though revenues always carry a credit balance. And expenses are placed on the credit side, instead of the debit side. Even with all these mistakes, the trial balance still adds up correctly. This is a perfect example of why a balanced trial balance does not guarantee that the accounts are correct. It only tells us that the arithmetic works. Now let's correct the trial balance by placing each account on the proper side. Cash and accounts receivable are assets, so their balances are moved from the credit side to the debit column. Equipment also stays in the debit column, because it's another asset. Accounts payable and equity remain in the credit column, exactly where they belong. Revenue is also a credit balance, so it's moved from the debit side over to the credit side. And finally, expenses move from the credit column to the debit side, because all expenses increase with a debit entry.
Now here is the corrected version of the trial balance. All the accounts are finally placed on their proper sides. Cash, accounts receivable, and equipment are assets, so they belong in the debit column. Accounts payable and equity are credit accounts, so they stay on the credit side. Revenue also carries a credit balance, while expenses are recorded as debits. Once we fix the direction of each account, the total still equals $79,500 on both sides. Which means the trial balance is now properly organized and still mathematically correct. This is the clean, accurate trial balance that we can use as the starting point for preparing financial statements.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more simple, visual accounting.